IWP lost the transformer. Our trains were being stopped. Whoops. I mean, it's like, oh yeah.
One more question. So the 101 gets backed up a lot and blocks up the other freeways that are feeding onto it. What rail line is supposed to relieve that congestion?
The red line.
What?
The red line.
Which one?
The red line.
The red line.
And the orange. Full rail line.
So why is it not sufficient then? Because
that is the highest capacity rail line in Los Angeles, and it's just got nowhere close to enough.
It doesn't go to enough places either. It doesn't go to enough
what's your
places.
thought on other plans to try to relieve the 101 more with some other service?
Well, as I said before, there's a lot of plans. Let me just be honest with you. We just passed a long-range plan, billions of dollars, tens of billions. 30 billion.
Well, that's with the measure our money, but it's $120 billion.
I don't know. It's going to be very challenging for us to go following lines. Foothill extension, 13 miles. Expo, about 12 miles, I think it is. Crenshaw, about 18 miles. Regional connector and a subway, all in 10 years. It's taken rate is 70 years to build 50 cars. So,
you know what, Mike?
The question is, regardless of
that's 5
cost,
cars a year.
what is the traffic destination of those people who are taking the one?
Everywhere. There's not a simple origin destination.
Right, so that's the problem.
It's not like New York City.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have lots of origins and destinations.
So do we kind of know, I mean, do we sort of have an idea?
We do. In fact, there's a regional model done by SCAG. Basically, it tells you all the traffic patterns. In fact, when you go through the process of environmental planning, you have to identify every trip, not just for your line, but the whole region affected. Like when we did the foothill extension, we had to look at every line, every bus, and see how every pattern was changed. We knew exactly. The models, they are so sophisticated, they'll tell you the trip patterns for everybody going everywhere. These gravity models, distribution models, low split models. So what we don't have in LA is simple, this is our destination. You got Santa Monica, you got Long Beach, you got Pasadena is a big market. So it's a complicated, over time things got confusing. So it's not simple. But of all the cities I've been to, I've never seen a city that's so much in such a short time. If you think about it, we have a lot of lines now today, and we opened up the Blue Line in 1990, right?
Right.
So we're only how many years have we been this? 19 years. And we're going to double in size in another 10. So we're doing as much as we can, as fast as we can. LA is the most congested city in the United States. Nobody can touch that. That's a known fact. And and you probably know most people don't take transit. They don't like it. It's too crowded, it smells, they don't like it to people.
Not that available.
Well, we're getting better. I mean,
No, not per se. I'm just trying to understand. I want to, since you know what the traffic flow patterns, can you tell us what they are? And so, since it's not one origin destination, it's multiple. So that means it has to be multiple other lines in order to cycling that. Right?
well,
Or is that
a lot of it depends where people live. And people live far away too. That's why you have the commuter rail lines. Take way out. They're horrible frequency.
So we need a commuter rail to relieve that, not necessarily metro to relieve that.
We have Metrolink.
So Metrolink.
We already have. We have it.
We just need more service level.
Right.
on
So,
it.
The service level is very poor on Metrolink.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you
for
don't get
commuter rail, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. But like Chicago, they have commuter rail. It can operate every 5 minutes.
And in the evening too.
Yeah, during rush
Incredible
hour.
what they do in Chicago.
Usually hourly.
But they're lucky in Chicago because everybody goes downtown.
Yeah, you get a centralized.
For me, today I came from Torrance, went to the valley, and I came here. Or another day I'll go from Torrance to Santa Monica, or I'll go from here to Pasadena. There's no place to go.
One of the issues is here you need a car or a bus on both ends,
Yeah.
as opposed to what you're talking about. So that's a big deal.
Right. So if that's what we need, then we kind of have to plan the future somehow, putting it in. Even though of course, we have all these other projects. So So the question is, so it seems like it's a lot of it's commuters going through that line. So do you try to put pressure on Metro, or is there coordination among agencies? Maybe say, this needs to be relieved by you guys? I mean, I'm asking very naive questions, but I just...
Metrolink has done a good job of setting up shuttle bus service from some of its stops in Burbank and Glendale and places like that.
Well, it's the local cities. It's the agencies actually like Metro that haven't been real responsive. We don't have a Metrolink stop for a rapid bus in Sun Valley. Now, if you actually saw the bus service, we have the 94 bus service that ends a mile north of the station. Last year they local in the rapid, they traded the services. Well, Metrolink, you can't actually get off the train, and you have to then get on to one local bus that goes a mile to transfer to another local bus. The way the streets turn, you've got to walk across 3 different intersections and walk up the street. And try to explain this to the Metro guys. Well, why don't you just put a stop in there for the rapid bus, and then they'll tell you there's a rule that because there's not a lot of people using it, we can't do it. And it's like, guys, you messed the service up.
Okay, so my question is,
It's always these rules.
what is the general form of communication among the different transit agencies and Metrolink? Do you have a system, or like a once a month jam session, or
Metro funds Metrolink
right.
and a lot of the muni operators.
Okay.
So we don't necessarily dictate what they do, but we're funding it.
No, not dictate, but do you guys have like a weekly telecom meeting where you all talk and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, all the different levels
Yeah.
have what they call technical advisory committees. They have technical advisory committees between the muni operators and Metro. They have technical advisory committees. Like tomorrow, there's a
And it
committee.
sounded like transportation planners and engineers weren't communicating with each other, so I'm just curious.
Well, even when they do communicate, like tomorrow we have a meeting called the LOSAN Corridor. LOSAN is Los Angeles, San Diego, San Luis Obispo. That corridor has coasters, Amtrak's, and Metrolink. Because, now these were sort of fresh services in 1980 and 1990, but they all grew up with their own silos, and none of them talked to each other. Well, for the last 7 or 9 years, Metro had a chief executive officer. Now, it was a good guy. He wasn't interested in anything but the trains and buses that Metro operated, and he didn't reach across the boundaries and the borders. The new CEO, who you may have been in one of the last 2 meetings, Art came. When Art was in Orange County, he approved an increase in the Metrolink service, so Metrolink would go in Orange County every 30 minutes. The Los Angeles CEO, Roger Snowball, didn't want to play ball and make sure that we were going to run 30-minute service between Fullerton and Union Station. Now that Art is here, he will push the board to fund the extra service, and we'd like to see the service running every half hour between Chatsworth and Laguna Niguel. But some of these things have to be incremental, and there's not always the public constituencies to push them on through. But in the cases where they do have these different meetings, people talk, but sometimes it takes the corporate executives. Tomorrow, they're working on inking a plan to integrate Metrolink service, Coaster, and Amtrak, so they realize the public just cares that it's a train going by. They don't care about the color scheme on the train or the brand of the operator. They want to have like one type of fare scheme. You want to have one set of service. So the train comes by, you can get from here to there, and you don't have like trains that miss each other. You can't take a Metrolink and get to San Diego because just as the Metrolink gets to Oceanside, the San Diego train is left 3 minutes early.
So anyway, did Mike answer my question about how you guys?
Well, Mike is
this a recent development in the communication, or is this something that's?
The short answer is not very well. You need to understand that transportation decisions made by governments have very little to do with transportation. That sounds stupid, but trust me, that's the way.
Remarks are not very helpful, though. I mean, the thing is, we have to find out. I just want to know what is the system now. That's all I want to know. I'm not criticizing.
There is no system.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
The people don't talk to each other.
Okay.
We can educate,
Is anybody advocating then for it?
we can educate you offline.
Yes, and nobody is going to go for it because everybody loses.
Could I get some clarification here?
Go ahead.
I wanted the full name park somebody